It's 1945. A man named Amerigo Bonacera, a funeral director, stands before the powerful Don Vito Corleone, head of the Corleone crime family, during the wedding of the Don's daughter, Connie. Bonacera's daughter has been assaulted by two young men, and the courts have failed to deliver justice. He begs for vengeance, but Don Vito, in his calm, deliberate way, reminds him, "You never invited me to your house for coffee. Now you come to me and say, 'Don Corleone, give me justice,' but you don't offer friendship. You don't even think to call me Godfather." Bonacera finally addresses him as Godfather. The Don agrees to help but warns, "Someday, and that day may never come, I'll call upon you to do a service for me." Outside, the wedding celebration is in full swing. Connie, the bride, dances with her new husband, Carlo Rizzi, while guests revel in the festivities. Don Vito's youngest son, Michael Corleone, arrives in uniform with his American girlfriend, Kay Adams. Michael, a war hero, seems different from the rest of his family. He tells Kay stories about his father's world, admitting his family's dark dealings but insisting, "That's my family, Kay, not me." Meanwhile, back inside, Don Vito conducts business. Singer Johnny Fontaine, his godson, asks for help securing a movie role. Vito famously declares, "I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse." The next day, producer Jack Woltz wakes up with a blood-soaked surprise: his prized racehorse's head in his bed. The Corleone family is strong, respected, and feared. Don Vito's eldest son, Sonny, is fiery and impulsive. Tom Hagen, the adopted son, serves as the family's consigliere. Fredo, the middle son, is weak-willed but loyal. Michael, though loved, remains an outsider. A rising threat emerges in the form of Virgil, the Turk Sollozzo, who offers the Corleones a chance to invest in the drug trade. He seeks political protection in exchange for enormous profits. But Don Vito, valuing loyalty and traditional values over greed, refuses. "Drugs are a dirty business. It will destroy our families." Sollozzo retaliates. As Don Vito leaves his office one day, he is ambushed and shot multiple times in the street. The family is thrown into chaos. Sonny takes temporary control, vowing revenge. Michael, still trying to remain uninvolved, visits his wounded father in the hospital, only to discover that the guards have been removed. Realizing an attempt on his father's life is imminent, Michael acts quickly, moving Don Vito's bed and standing watch himself. In a moment of quiet resolve, he tells his father, "I'm with you now." Michael's transformation begins. When Sollozzo offers a meeting to negotiate peace, Michael volunteers to go. His plan? Kill both Sollozzo and corrupt police captain McCluskey. Despite his family's doubts, Michael is determined. In a tense, Iconic scene at an Italian restaurant. He retrieves a hidden gun from the bathroom, returns to the table, and shoots both men in the head. The war has begun. Michael flees to Sicily, where he falls in love with a beautiful local woman, Apollonia, and marries her. But even here, danger follows him. A car bomb intended for Michael kills his new bride. Grief-stricken, Michael hardens further. Back in New York, Sonny learns that his brother-in-law, Carlo, has been abusing Connie. Enraged, he beats Carlo in the street. But Carlo, seeking revenge, sets a trap. Sonny is ambushed at a toll booth, gunned down in a hail of bullets. The brutal assassination devastates the Corleone family. Don Vito, now recovering, realizes that the cycle of violence must end. He calls a meeting with the heads of the 5 families, agreeing to a truce to bring peace. Michael returns from Sicily colder and more calculating. He marries Kay and prepares to take his father's place as the head of the family. His transformation is complete. Vito, weary and wise, advises Michael about the pitfalls of power before dying peacefully in his garden while playing with his grandson. Michael, now the Don, consolidates his power ruthlessly. As he stands as godfather to Connie and Carlo's baby during a baptism, his men carry out a series of murders. One by one, the enemies of the Corleone family fall. Barzini is killed on the courthouse steps. Mo Green is shot in the eye. Tessio, a trusted friend, is revealed as the traitor and taken away to be executed. Even Carlo, who betrayed Sonny, is strangled to death after confessing his role. As Michael renounces Satan and all his works in the church, his enemies are wiped out in a baptism of blood. In the film's final moments, Connie confronts Michael, accusing him of murdering her husband. Kay, horrified, demands the truth. Michael lies. No. Relieved, she believes him. But as she watches, his capos gather around, kissing his hand. The door closes on her, and on the last shred of Michael's innocence. The boy who once rejected his family's ways has become the godfather. And so, the saga of power, loyalty, and the tragic cost of ambition ends. The Corleones rise, but not without losing their souls.